When you're ranked in the top 5, your very existence is a cauldron of pressure. And that is ratcheted up when you go on the road. And this highly ranked squad has found itself coming into a snake pit in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the Woodshed, East Lansing, Michigan. Spartan Stadium on the banks of the Red Cedar and home to Michigan State. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Michigan State Spartans. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Spartans will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Georgia's offense takes the field. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Quickly complete. Running through contact. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
They'll leave it with him. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And those hairy dogs taking a bite out of another 1st down.
You don't usually find Georgia teams that complicate things. They know who they are, and it starts with running the football, establishing the line of scrimmage. That's what the Dogs do.
This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Going for the big play, and it's caught at the 10. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, we knew coming into this one, the passing attack, they were going to attack all areas of the field, and right out of the gate, first drive, they go deep down the middle of the field, and they come up with a big one.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Tight end now in motion. He'll keep it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the...
Looking for the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Dogs! You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Spartans offense will take the field for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot, not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. With the catch, it's McCray. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Childs. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line.
I would love to sit here and tell you that was the greatest play call ever, and the offensive coordinator is a genius. I think that was some really bad defense.
And the Spartans will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan State.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And he added the extra point. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. catch in the middle. It's Thomas. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
That's an absolute strike right there, giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
That's the way to open a drive. Now they'll put it in play just shy of midfield. Back to throw, it's Stockton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing through wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Gonna run it. It's Frazier. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, there's just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front, and as a result, they lose yardage.
Sparty and nearly 75,000 of his closest friends pegging the decibel meter on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Got a little space. Nice move to keep running. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
Really nice awareness that time by the quarterback in a 3rd down situation, knowing exactly where the 1st down marker was. It wasn't there open to throw the football. He was very smart. He got out, he took off running, knew exactly where he had to get to keep his offense on the field.
Quickly to the tight end. Breaks into the open. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
What an effort getting to the quarterback there. And you think about Michigan State D-linemen, Jarrell Worthy, Shalik Calhoun, guys that would use their frame to their advantage, and you just could not block them. This guy has physical ability. He's got a lot of things you can't coach. One of those is that frame, and he used it right there to his advantage.
And the Bulldogs trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll run it from the gun. Made a defender miss. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. He's got it. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia! Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So a scoring drive there of 83 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's McCray. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass, it's Childs. And a sack all the way back at the 5.
And he was virtually unblockable on that play. You know, it reminds me of seeing the highlights of my partner here, David Pollock, a guy that doesn't like to talk about his own greatness, so I'll do it for him. David raised the bar in the standard for D-line play at the University of Georgia. It was his athleticism, it was his tenacity. He wasn't just getting sacks and tackles for losses. He was picking off passes and taking them to the house. He was like the honey badger before the honey badger, but playing D-line. All-timer.
Fires toward the target. Complete to the left. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker.
That's a tough one to execute on offense in that situation. 3rd down, you know it's going to be man coverage. If that receiver's not able to create any separation, then he's going to get tackled as soon as he catches the ball. And that's exactly what happened, now setting up 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. He gets a block. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. Now, last year, there were long stretches in which the Georgia offense hardly looked like a well-oiled machine. And now the quarterback's transferred, new full-time starter in there. I think it's fair to say, David, that the Dogs need more from the quarterback position this season.
They do need more, but I tell you what, they didn't help him the whole spot around, right? The offensive line, running backs, receivers, it was kind of below average for every position, but the quarterback is the tone setter, the captain, and having a guy like Gunner at the helm, man, this is a dude they all trust, they all respect, and I expect this offense to bounce back in a big way.
Got it in the middle, it's Delp. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Dropping back, it's Stockton. Snagged in the middle, it's Thomas. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Using his legs, it's McCray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill with that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Snags it. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
The Dogs line it up with a 1st and goal. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. It's complete on the right side. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the fullback on that play. Was in pass protection first. He saw he could release out of the backfield, become a viable target for the quarterback, and gains a couple yards.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. A run for the quarterback. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete. The Spartans send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. The give to the tailback. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. It's Stockton. Caught close to the marker. It's Thomas. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Love the accuracy on that curl throw by the quarterback, putting it right in the numbers, right in the breadbasket of his wide receiver.
Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bring in the heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. How about this Spartan defensive front making plays like the legendary Bubba Smith?
And if you're going to have a great defense in East Lansing, it's going to be up front. It's going to be those big boys dominating like Bubba Smith, like Jarrell Worthy, really eating up those blockers up front, making plays, stopping the physical ground game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Grab behind the line. It's dealt. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Caught in the backfield. It's Frazier. Couldn't find any more room up the sideline, and he's pushed out of bounds at the 36.
Nice job by the defense there on 3rd and long, just sitting back and keeping everything in front of them. They give up an easy completion, but because they were able to rally and make the tackle, now they set up 4th.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
A designed run for the quarterback.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand, now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps, everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Kelly. They'll get him at the 45, but he got 10 on that one.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They're going to run it. Oh, he's got some space.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And the Spartans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Handoff to the single running back. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Physical running style. Maybe the patron saint of that for Michigan State is T.J. Duckett.
Oh, the big fella. And that reminds me of Michigan State football. That's who they are, right? The physicality. They're gonna be blue collar. They're gonna roll up their sleeves, and make no mistake, every game you play against them, if you don't match the physical challenge, you will lose.
Here comes the heat. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
The Spartans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. To throw, it's Childs. The sure hands, it's Belling. And they'll knock him down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans. The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Fires to the tight end. This is a great way to control tempo, control the game, feeding the tight end, and they've done it beautifully here in the first half.
You find great matchups, Reese. I mean, you think about it. He's too good to be covered by linebackers. You like your matchup versus a safety, so zone or man, whatever you want to do, I'm going to find the big fella because he's going to be open most of the time.
Takes the handoff. It's Frazier. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Branch. Free up the gut. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Dogs! Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hit in the mouth early in this football game? Got to find something positive quick.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close it in style with a 72-yard pass to the house. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Gets it out fast. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up. To the ground with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And the Spartans really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to run for it. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense.
And you could tell that play went nowhere from the start.
It was definitely a great play by that defender.
Oh, yeah, he got in the backfield so quick, the running back had absolutely no chance.
The Spartans will call on their punt team. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Trying play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Sparty's defensive front is dominating. They have a great history of doing that.
Yeah, getting after the quarterback, man. Getting off the football, getting upfield, being disruptive, being a great defense that can stop the run and find the quarterback. Man, that's what you'd like to see if you're a Spartans fan.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. Touchdown, Sparty. And they turn it into a defensive score.
Great play by the defense, taking that back for a pick six. And as a quarterback, if you're going to throw to your running back, you've got to be accurate with it. Remember, they are not receivers. And if you make it difficult and tricky, bad things happen, and it did right there.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Here's the handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Dogs in a good spot here with second and short. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
The noise bouncing off of Sparty's armor as they encourage the green and white on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him short. He does not pick up the first down.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall there.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease, push somebody back, create some space. There was nowhere to go.
They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
And the Spartans have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
They'll give it to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
He leaves it with the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Dropping back, it's Childs. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
The Spartans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Give to the running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. 1st down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced a tackle for a loss.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Now the play fake. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access, some cushion and coverage for the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big 1st down.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. catch in the middle. It's Branch. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Well, this defense is being challenged, and this secondary in particular, and I know a DB made the tackle there, but we're only in the second quarter, and already this quarterback has over 200 yards passing.
They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Looking to throw at Stockton. Setting up the screen. Open space at the 25. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here.
And with that pass right there, dude, he goes over 350 on the day. Nice performance. This QB's been dialed in.
The Bulldogs, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Georgia! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clobbered.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Childs. Got him downfield. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Grabbed over the middle, it's McCray. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Spartans with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bullard. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Spartans have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Safe completion on the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver, for a tight end. So QB keeps making the right decision, getting the ball to running back, and he's making plays.
Catch in the middle. It's Belling. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Looking to throw, it's Childs. It's complete to the left. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, what else is new? A spirited environment there in East Lansing. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's head back to the place they've been playing football for more than 100 years, Spartan Stadium.
Georgia will kick it deep to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Got it in the middle. It's Belling. Turning it on. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Finds his tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
They'll run it. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
And the Spartans have this offense rolling. Quick completion to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Spartans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
Man, the momentum is squarely on their side right now. It's starting to feel like they're running away with this one. They scored a touchdown their last time out. Now on this drive here in the 3rd quarter, the defense makes a massive play against the run, creating a negative play. They've got the opponent going backwards.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Childs. Here's the pressure. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully, but how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And the Spartans will try to pin them back with the punt. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Give to the back. Spins away from the defense. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And, man, could they have used that? It'll be second down.
Man, you kind of wondered when were they going to cover this guy. He's been making catches ad nauseum. When was he going to get some special attention? Nice job by the defense. You could tell they were forcing the football there. Broke on the football, almost had the big play.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice game.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Fires to the big fella. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bell. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Branch. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Third down play in the red zone, and this crowd is at fever pitch. Quarterback on the keeper. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. It is perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Runs through the tackle. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Back to pass, it's Childs. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, he's got a chance. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. On the move, he fires. Complete to the right. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs, and this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking them.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
Got room to work. There he goes. Touchdown, Bulldogs. And the pummeling has started. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the house call coming on the run from the 23. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this. Intercepted, and the defense has set them up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And you don't see this very often, the big defensive linemen. You see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
They'll move the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver is going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They'll move the wide receiver. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? And the Bulldogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught over the middle. It's Branch. Touchdown, Dogs! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Childs. Quickly out to the tight end. Breaks into the open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
The Spartans with the 1st and 10. The give to the lone running back. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. And the Spartans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They'll run the counter. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to run for it. Nice move there. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Spartans pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking for a man. It's Childs. Got his man quickly. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Spartans look to do some damage in the red zone. Leaves it with the back. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. And the Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be 1st and goal from the 8.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Spartans are threatening on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Michigan State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
Ready to try the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. And talk about spreading the ball around, everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Running back searching for a hole. He breaks a tackle. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's exactly the start you want when you're on offense. In this situation, 4-minute offense, I'm not worried about scoring. I'm not worried about getting a bunch of first downs. I need 2. I need 2 first downs, and I'm going to let that clock tick, and I walk out of here with the W.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Finds the tight end. He makes it up to the 20-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
The Dogs are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Got it behind the line. It's Frazier. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Great job by the running back here on that 3rd down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these 3rd down type plays to move the sticks.
Looking for a gap. It's Frazier. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the draw. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
Georgia going back to work with another first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything, get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And the Dogs come to the line needing just inches for the first down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, there wasn't a lot of mystery on that one, guys. Just simple QB sneak to keep this drive going. They've done a good job so far the entire drive, keeping the chains moving. Nice execution on the sneak. Good push up front. Quarterback picked the right side to tuck and run to, and let's see what they do to finish off this drive.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man downfield. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
This is just getting gross. I mean, he's close to 500 yards now, just dissecting this defense. They have had no answer for that powerful arm.
The Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Got it in the middle, it's Branch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Stockton. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Georgia.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Belly. Turning it on! They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. They flexed out that tight end a little bit, and you know the tight end's always open.
Always open, quarterback's best friend. And this guy's a problem, Reese. He's a matchup problem because he's too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. He's showing you his athleticism there.
Handoff to the single back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
A huge gain. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Unloads to the wideout. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Spartans will line it up on 1st and 10. Fires on the move. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the 4th quarter. This guy has never gotten into a rhythm.
Looking to throw, it's Childs. Fires to the big fella. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Spartans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that...
Touchdown, Spartans! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch, and listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to, and this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
Lining up for the PAT. Smashes it through for the PAT. They march 72 yards, and they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. They are set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
And the Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Stockton. He lofts one down the sideline. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Looking to throw on third and goal. They're working that left side. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. He was on target with his first kick, and this one ought to be easy from 20 yards away. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Michigan State has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Picked off. What a play to set him up. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the fourth quarter, getting your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the ground. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Got his man on the right. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He didn't even have a chance to get back to the line. What a job by this defensive front.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Right down the boulevard. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Well, they were able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on the board after getting that interception. You would have liked to have seen the offense do a little bit more with that possession and give themselves an opportunity to score a touchdown. But listen, teams will take 3 points any way they can get it.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's McCray. And the returner will be brought down. The Spartans have it back on offense, hoping to play some good ball. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the single back. Danced his way through traffic. Pick up a 4 to the 19. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Looking for a man. It's Childs. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down.
Big tight end makes the grab. 1st down, still on his feet. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, the gamble pays off offensively. 4th down, being aggressive, and they throw for it. How about the job the receiver does winning his route and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football?
And the Spartans have it with a 1st and 10. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. He'll do it himself. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat, and they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Belly. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Man, and you see those sticks, and you're like, dude, 3rd and short, I just got to fall forward and get the 1st down, Palmer, but the defense comes up big and gets the stop.
So on offense, don't overthink this one. 4th and inches, just line up something easy you know you can execute in your sleep and go keep this drive going.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Do you think that coach really had any doubt? He's in his own territory, but you only have a few inches to go.
Go, go, go. I don't care what side of the field it is. 4th and inches, I'm going for it. I like my chances.
They go to the ground. This time they stop in behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Swings it out to his running back, and they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. Back to throw, it's Childs. He's taking a deep shot. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and get into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Kick is in the air. Catches it cleanly at the 20. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one.